think.
Yep.
I started off with a couple cigars here and there.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, you know, it won't hurt. Yep. It does.
Looks like it's 11 o'clock. Call to order the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for August 28th, 2025. Welcome, everybody. Good to see a nice full room. We're definitely covered when it comes to fire protection today. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes of the previous meeting? If so, I'll entertain any motions related to.
Make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. No public hearings, no old business. We'll go to new business. Special request. This is Farmers Market Lot. This is Chick-fil-A. They would like to be here September 5th, 8th, 12th, 15th, 19th, 22nd, 26th, 29th from 11 to 1. This is the Chick-fil-A out of Columbus. Same request that we get pretty much every month. Any questions?
No questions.
No. Make
Comments?
a motion to.
Anything from the audience?
They're supposed to come in for their fire inspection, I think, next week or so.
Okay, sounds like they're getting ready for the fire inspection as well. So I'll entertain any motions.
So move to approve their request.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next up, we have a special request for the Farmers Market lot and a portion of the Robertson's lot. Seymour Police Department Fall Safety Fest, September 23rd from 3 to 8. This is a free car seat safety inspection, vendor and information booths. They'd like to close both lots on September 22nd. I know we had questions last time whether they could not need both, but we have Mr. Cooper here to talk about it today. Floor is yours, sir.
Lieutenant Mike Cooper, Seymour Police Department. We are requesting still if we can get both lots or at least the south portion of the Robertson lot. Reasoning being is mainly safety reasons. For the Robertson lot is what we normally use when we have the car seat checks. So you have cars pulling in to do the car seat safety checks. We have to have the kids in and out of the cars. We have to first see them in the cars, then we have to take them out of the cars to do the inspections on the seats. So you'll have potentially kids running around all over the place.
Need
So
more room.
for safety reasons, at least the south half of the lot, and then for setup and for that, and then by the time everything really gets rolling, some of the cars we would think in the north half of the lot, they would be leaving the businesses in downtown areas, so that would free up parking at that point. And then all of the farmers market lot. I still haven't heard back from the hospital on the grass yet. When I talked to Matt Chandler, he had to run it up the chain to get approval on that. I don't really foresee it being a problem as long as they don't have anything else going on that day in that lot, but I haven't heard back from them yet.
Okay. Questions?
So it would close in the evening on the 22nd? Or all afternoon or the day
If
before?
we could just kind of get it closed the evening of the 22nd.
Yeah.
So Robertson's completely starting the night of the 22nd through the 23rd and, Farmers Market completely. Robertson's the south row. Is that enough for you?
Yeah, the south half of the lot.
Like the last two?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
they were talking about closing it down the day before, I think, originally, but, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the closing time is the same. It's just a little less.
Getting in and out of a car and stuff, so.
I don't think that lot's usually full all the time anyway, is it?
So the part closest St. Louis Avenue is usually full.
Yeah.
But the part that you're talking about is not as full. So I think it's a good compromise between the two.
Yeah.
So
I'm okay with that. I'll make a motion to allow the events to happen.
Second.
motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thanks, Cooper. Next up, we got ARA, Miss Whitney
Walked in the room.
to tell us about what she needs.
Good morning.
Have a seat.
Yeah, thanks. Haven't even put my bag down. In front of you are two invoices for work that was completed for the owner-occupied rehabilitation program. I am requesting that these be paid out of local funds. So the city contributed a $50,000 match from the RDC, so that will come out of that bucket. And just as an update for you all, we have officially inspected 13 homes in Seymour. The average price of bids is coming in at $8,000. So we have a few under contract and then a few being reviewed by DNR right now. So that's project status.
Any questions?
Work's done and all good. I'll make a motion to approve the invoices.
Second.
Motion and a second to send those on to the claims for RDC. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Carter didn't get cooled off tonight.
Good timing. Next up, we've got the ordinance citation judgment in relation to our hearing last meeting. This is the letter that just needs signed, basically saying that she was, that we voted to rescind the citation. Is that a good enough description for you?
Yep, just so she has something in writing, and I'll put a copy of that in Animal Care and Controls, or give a copy to Animal Care for their file as well.
So I don't really think we need any motions or anything on that one, right?
Yeah.
Just need signatures.
Did the lady that filed the complaint and signed the citation, was she made aware that the meeting was happening so she could have attended the last Board of Works?
I did get feedback from Officer Barley that the complainant did not receive notice. So that is something that I will personally see to. If the next hearing comes up, all parties receive notice from my office, so I know that it is completed.
Anything else on the topic? No. Okay, next up, we've got a mobile food vehicle license renewal. We've got a couple of them actually. Tia McWell, food truck. They serve Mexican tacos, burritos, quesadillas. 1863 East Tipton Street, which would be the one in front of, in front of the restaurant, El Nepal. Could not come up with the name of it. Appears that everything is in order, and there's a note on here that they are waiting on their fire inspection. Have you coordinated with them at all?
No, they haven't reached out to me, but when they do, they'll just have to bring it to Station 2. And, same with them, right? They can have it there for 14 days, and then it has to be moved for at least a week. And during that week, they can operate as normal, right? It's just in a different location.
Mhm.
And then bring it back if they need to. Because I'm kind of running into the same thing with the gentleman on the, over there at the gas station where it's hooked up. He was wondering that as well because his is a food trailer.
So that's more on the Josh side of the headache, but
Yeah.
yes.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
If they move it to a public parking lot, they have approval from here.
Okay.
But if it's somewhere private, isn't that correct?
Yeah. So yeah, if they call, we'll just schedule an appointment anytime it's convenient for them.
Okay. So we've got the renewal for this one. Any questions, comments, or motions?
I'll make a motion to approve, pending inspection.
Second?
Motion to approve pending inspection. All those in favor signify with aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, next one is the Covered Bridge Barbecue, Mr. Dustin Nichols.
Done it.
Okay, so, similar process. This is, Covered Bridge, all things barbecue. Good description. Looks like we have an updated ID. All right, Dustin Paul Nichols. Sorry, Mel, I'm trying to decode your note here.
No, it's fine. He didn't have that to begin with, but he does.
He does now,
should have
okay.
everything but the fire inspection as well now.
So he is everything except the fire inspection. Insurance and all that stuff is in here. ID is current. Any questions on this one?
I'd say the same, okay, as pending fire inspection.
Second.
Motion pending fire inspection and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next up, we have recommendations from the city's Thoroughfare and Drainage Committee. First one being striping of Lasher Drive and Stadium Drive. Dave, my apologies, because I should have printed you off a copy of it, but there were 4 options that Bernie presented. 5 and 6 were the 2 that you guys went with, and there was like a 5A and a 6A or something.
Yeah, the 5 and 6, Jerry's got them. Jerry's here. He was in the committee.
Okay.
The 5 and
Jerry, if
6.
you want to share that with Dave, because I remember the basics off the top of my head.
5 and 6 has a lane on, adding a lane on one side of the road.
Yep.
5A and 6B or 6A or whatever had using up both sides of the road.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there
it
were
was
lanes.
just 6, not 6A.
Okay.
Side of Lasher, walk lane, on the south side of Stadium.
I trust you guys. I mean,
Yeah, it was school side on both stretches, if I remember
Yes.
correctly. So,
you're not wanting me to table this so I can go through all this.
yeah, no, well, I mean, you can if you want to, because you're the only one that hasn't read it already, I realized a second ago.
I sat on that committee, Dave.
I trust
Um,
each and every one of you.
I do have a couple of questions about it. That Bernie could answer. Eastbound on Stadium, when you hit Community, you got a turn lane left and a turn lane right. What happens to the walk bike lane there
It dissolves like normal bike lanes do.
before it gets to the turn lane? Okay.
But why would you need a turn lane right?
Because that's
Well,
how they
I
laid
sit
it out
there-
100 years ago.
I've actually,
You know,
I've sat there many times. I use that road every day.
okay.
And I've,
Hey, Jerry, can you pick your paper up?
Papers on the
Paper's
microphone.
rubbing on the mic.
Oh, sorry.
I think that is helpful, you have both lanes, because I sit there a lot, and I'm able to turn right, especially in the morning around school time. But there's a guy sitting here trying to turn left, and he's waiting for cars northbound.
But if you had a left turn lane, which is what you said, right?
It
You
has a
have
left turn lane.
and
It
right.
has
It
has a
does,
lane,
yeah.
But you still need the right for the people going right. Otherwise, it would really get backed up there.
Okay.
I just wanted to tell you, I don't have, all the details weren't in that study. So if there are, at the intersections, we might, once you kind of approve this, we can look at other options. And I think like the mayor says, they just kind of die out and then you're on your own at that point. If anything, you're trying to
They
protect.
could go a little, well,
We're trying to protect the people just in the.
and there's
straight
always somebody
sections.
walking there. We go through there a lot.
Okay. Well, we can talk after the meeting and try to get some more where you want things down a little better.
Okay,
All right,
sounds
sorry.
great. That's all right.
I guess
That's
the
all
other
right.
thing is, where's it funded from? Is there money to do this, or?
MVH has probably got some we can use wherever Alan's floating around out there, hearing me spend money. MVH restricted or potential spots. I mean, you're probably, Alan, what are you looking at for, was that probably a mile worth of total striping?
Probably, yeah.
Well, you're going all the way down, Lasher.
You go all the way up to 6.
From Westgate to
Stadium.
Stadium, and then
Yeah.
Stadium
So
to Community.
Yeah,
probably be a mile, maybe.
that's
maybe
kind of
a
what
little more.
yeah. So, I mean, you're looking at a 4 or 5 inch white stripe. They did want thermoplastic though, instead of the just paint for
Yeah.
longevity. So, I mean, it'll have some cost to it, but it won't be any worse than anything else. So,
Okay,
but yeah, come from somewhere within DPW
Okay.
for it.
all right.
So,
Probably about 700.
Yeah. so yeah.
I thought it might be something really costly. but-
No, if you let Bernie get into sidewalks and lighting and benches and all that stuff,
Yeah.
it will be $100,000 project.
Or
before
more,
he's done.
That's to design it.
Cause I remember some of those old projects back a few years ago
Yeah,
that,
they went to 200,000 now.
yeah, so, yeah.
Since COVID.
So keep that in mind as you, consider a few pieces on that.
Well, that would really be nice, though.
So anyway, that's where it's at, is the striping on one side. So,
Very, very, it's used all the time. I go through there all times a day, and it's always somebody walking.
has been for years.
Yep.
Any questions? Questions from the audience? Anybody wanna make a motion?
I'd make a motion to approve that project.
Second.
Motion and second to approve striping Lasher Stadium. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next piece coming from Thoroughfare and Drainage is a curve ahead sign, is probably the best way to word it, 15 miles an hour, at 10th and Arvin Avenue. As you look at the data, there are cars that go 5 over the speed limit. Original request was for a stop sign, which then would be council's baby to decide on. Curve ahead sign, though, is a Board of Works issue to decide on.
You're familiar with that, Dave? 10th Street,
Mm-hmm.
going towards O'Brien, it kind of makes a curve there, right at Arvin. So we thought it'd be really difficult to put a stop sign there.
Yeah.
But try to do something to slow down traffic through there, so. Chad recommended signs, some signage, but
Makes sense.
I don't know if you're, like we were talking the other day, is somebody gonna be weed eating around the signs is,
I mean, and I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of up in the air on this one. After about 3 weeks, the sign, nobody notices it anymore, so. But the recommendation was to put a curve ahead sign going both directions. One will be in somebody's front yard, one will be potentially on
That
commercial
was the
property.
recommendation, and it's
So-
a step in the right direction, so I'm totally fine with that. I'll make a motion to accept the sign, the curb sign.
second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Collective bargaining agreement from the Seymour Police Department is our next stop on the agenda today. So we've worked alongside the SPD's, or the FOP's union. The biggest change going into 2026 is going to a paid time off version instead of a sick time, vacation time, personal time. I'm not even gonna get all the times listed off the top of my head.
Vacation, holiday, sick, personal. Bereavement? No, bereavement's not in there.
So, yeah, you had instead of having 4 different versions of time that they can take off, it now all moves into a paid time off pool. So there was a lot of work over the last 2 years, really, maybe even longer than that, probably 3 years now, to get the numbers figured out for it all to make sense. And credit to the FOP, credit to Greg. I know both of them put in a lot of work trying to get the math to make sense. And here we are finally with an agreement that I think we all come to the same spot on.
And it's not December 28th.
And it's not December 28th, and looking around to the firemen going, hey, guys, it's not December 28th to you guys either.
It's good working with you.
But yeah, I mean, I also think that was a good addition this year, was Chris sat down with them to
If we
go
can
through it on the
do
front
it
end.
that way going forward, I think that it was
I think it saves some
way
time.
more efficient.
Yeah.
And I communicate better in person than over email, so
And I wanna reiterate, the union said that it was a pleasure to have you in there. It was a lot easier to do things.
It was easy for me too, so selfishly, I wanna continue to do it that way, so. It was good working with you, Cooper.
So the other thing to add in there is 3% raise is also the part figured in there. So, any questions related to?
Nope, I think you're right. It's nice to get it done ahead of time, and, with that being said, I'll make a motion to accept, the collective bargaining with the police department.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Pass that around to be signed as well. Next up, WPC Director, Jaron Gladstein.
Thanks, sir.
Speak up.
Good afternoon.
Morning.
I just want to get you guys up to speed with some upcoming sewer projects. The alley, Chatterbox. We've had other projects in the past that were more pressing priority, should I say, and we've got a lot of things knocked out in the last few years. So it's time to start focusing on the alley. We had a sinkhole not long ago that was a business owner's downspout that it caused. So we got back in there, took a look at it. The guys did some televising. We've done some research, gotten some quotes to redo the sanitary sewer from Indianapolis. Is that correct? On the east side there. 2/3 of the alley to the manhole that's existing there. We're looking at roughly around $208,450 plus, I think the quote is $3,000. Make sure I say it. Yes, $3,000 per lateral to replace, go back to the edges of the buildings while they're there with per lateral per business. That's eliminating anything that's been capped off of there previously, any issues. That's also moving the existing manhole that's right outside of the German restaurant's rear alley exit. There's one right there that will be moving that further towards Indianapolis. So we actually have a manhole at the start of the alley instead of kind of in there 40 feet or so. This is also including 8-inch concrete all the way to the other manhole, 2/3 down through the alley. We have this in our funds to cover it. So just kind of giving you guys a heads up that we're getting ready to, I think they're going to mobilize September 30th. Is that what it is? I'm joking. Be right after Oktoberfest. Whenever they're ready, right after Oktoberfest. I think we're going to try to get in there and get it taken care of before bad weather hits. So, Doug's also got 5th Street sewer he was going to go over. But do you have any questions on the Chatterbox Alley? This alley.
I'm not hearing any.
I know it's been an issue for years that the sanitary is
Good to get something going on there.
needing to be replaced. So, and with the downspouts an issue, the other things that have been capped, they were usually capped at ground level instead of at the main. So the in between there is what's causing issues that's coming apart. So that's a lot. That'll take care of a lot of it. So, and a lot of the old decrepit asphalt and paving through there too. So thank you guys.
Thanks, Sharon.
Hello, Doug Gregory, Water Pollution Control. We got another project on the intersection of Mill Street and 5th, right behind San Marcos. We have a manhole, we have a sewer main that runs with Mill Street. And there's houses that go down 5th Street in that area that their laterals runs to their neighbor's back lateral and hooks into their neighbor's lateral. Then it runs to the street in Mill Street. Well, that happened before Dave was born, so.
Wow.
Man.
But anyhow, with our
71, happened before 71.
Yeah, before that happened before the city had any really sewer ordinances and anything like that. With today's sewer ordinances, we have a house at the corner of Indianapolis and 5th that is having sewer problems. Plumber has went in and tried to band-aid the issue, but for her to, it needs replaced, but for her to replace it, she has to run someplace. She would either have to buy easements off of neighbors to go between houses to get to Mill Street or whatever. After looking at the area, we have 6 houses in that area that possibly are tied together. 3 on one side, 3 on the other. What we thought would be a great idea is there's a manhole at the intersection of Mill and 5th that is probably 12, 15 feet across once you pull the lid. It has no bottom in it. It's one of those big brick laid, like we ran into downtown for fire protection back in the day. But anyhow, they used it as a manhole. So what we would like to do is replace that manhole with a concrete structure that does have a bottom in it and run a sewer line west 300 feet towards Indianapolis Avenue, set a manhole, and put 6 stub out laterals to those lots, those 6 different lots. So that way, if anybody wants to hook up, they pay the $100. They'll still have to pay a $100 tap fee because it's going to be a new tap, and they would be able to get sewer to their house. Right now, like I said, the lady on the corner of Indianapolis Avenue, she's having sewer issues right now. So, and I feel it kind of works out because the city should offer a sewer, since we've made the ordinances back in the day, so there should be sewer offered there, so. And
So you're just putting in place to tap in at the manhole, and they have to pay to get it.
Well, what we kind of did it at Snide Acres. We put in a new main. We stubbed out to behind the curb at each lot. Even though it's stubbed out there, they would still have to pay a $100 tap fee, but then all they'd have to do is get it to behind the curb and they're good. They wouldn't have to be out in the street.
They're not cutting the street.
Less road digging up in the future.
Yeah. We got 3 quotes, and one was from Lawyers, Kings, and O'Mara. The quotes range from $197,000 down to $122,000. The 122, I did have them re-quoted because they priced an 8-inch main, and we want a 12-inch main. So it's a little less likely to get clogged or whatever, and a little easier to clean, a little easier to camera. So that 122 needs $6,700 added to it. That's the difference, just cost of pipe.
So about 130.
Yeah. So, and that would have been Kings that got that. We do have the money in the budget. We checked a couple of weeks ago, but I just want to let you know that project will probably happen here shortly. We did also told them the same thing about the Oktoberfest. Hey, remember Oktoberfest, and it's not down in the area, but it's close enough. So, okay.
That'll happen after Oktoberfest then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll either happen after Oktoberfest or if they can get in and get it done before then, but I really don't see that happening.
You gave it to Kings, right?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Doug. Next up, Chad Dixon, ERC. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Hey y'all, Chad Dixon, ERC, City of Seymour. I just want to give you a quick update on some of the projects. 2nd Street, so on time so far, knock on some wood here. Right now they're doing decorative crosswalks downtown. It's looking good. Went by there this morning and they've almost got that first one complete. Striping for the parking stalls and everything. To me, it looks pretty good anyway, so far. We did pave surface from Indianapolis to Pine Street. If you guys have been out there, I'm sure you've seen it. Well, they are working on the west side of the project now, just west of the bus entrance, if you will. And we've got a concrete crew out as well, working on curbs and just the last little bit stuff of wrapping that up so we can send them on. Want to touch base on 4th and O'Brien real quick. Railings in. They still have some signage up that has to come down, but for the most part, we are golden there. We are in the middle of purchasing right-of-way. We're finishing it up. Our deadline is coming up soon on it. But so far, so good. We're rolling forward with it. I have requested with the state, we had some utility funds in there programmed. I have requested with them to move those utility funds because utilities are not reimbursable in this contract. I've asked to move those funds into construction. Just heard back today. They denied it. So we're looking at other avenues possibly to attack that to collect the money that's in the utility funds. So the transfer station's going pretty well. The push walls are in, except for like now we have to tear down. So and F Avenue will be getting tore out a little bit. Is it next week? I believe this to next week for the sewer and water hookup. That's all I really have unless you guys have any questions.
Any questions for Chad?
Nope.
Okay, thanks, Chad.
Thank you guys.
Bernie Hausberger. Whatever Chad didn't cover, you're up.
Okay, it's kind of, just so you guys know, CCM 2025 is going fast and furious right now, so, I don't think you didn't mention too much about that, but, it's kind of similar around the transfer station. We have some paving going on there too, so we're coordinating the two contracts as best we can to get the, transfer station concrete in while we're gonna be paving that hopefully in, later this year. There's no real dates yet on when paving's coming in to do all that work. Back to the thing that I told you months ago, we thought we were gonna do Jackson Park South Drive, we have a storm sewer coming in around where Gerkers is, or the old Ford business, down through to Oak Street, or getting close to Oak Street. So anyhow, that's gonna be torn up again in a couple of weeks. So I keep saying 2 weeks, and they keep delaying it every time I say it. So maybe I should say 4 weeks from now, we hope to have Jackson Park Drive storm sewer completed. So anyhow, that's gonna be kind of a mess until they pave it, after they put the storm sewer in. Then the last thing I wanted to just mention is Henry Way out at Hartzell Drive, Vital Farms area. They're into the sanitary sewer heavy right now. They put in the deepest manhole that I think I've seen placed in the city since I've been here. So they're about 20 feet deep, with trying to get connection pipes going north on Hartzell Drive. Yeah. So anyhow, that's an interesting project, and we hope that keeps moving forward. That's really all I have other than what Chad said. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.
Thanks, Bernie.
Thanks, Bernie.
Your video doesn't match up to you, you're still talking.
Mr. Bose, there is a delay, Jeremy.
It's a long one, still talking.
Have 4 sewer adjustments here. First one being Henry Perez. I think home's actually owned by Brad Hamilton, 536 West 5th Street. This one, I'm gonna defer to you guys on your thoughts on this. Indian American Water Company was estimating them about the first 3 months of the year, and they overestimated how much, and they gave them back a credit. Obviously, we bill them according to those readings at Indian American Water, so now they're seeking a sewer adjustment based on the overestimation by Indiana American Water. Problem is, like I said, it was earlier in the year, and they didn't catch it until they just asked about it here about a month ago. So it was actually like January, February, and March. But not because there necessarily was a leak, it was just all overestimation by Indian American Water Company for 3 months.
So are you hesitant because of that, or because of the delay in getting it?
Because of the delay him finding it.
Okay.
Because we have a 3-month stipulation in our ordinance.
I didn't.
So to claim for, but it's not a leak. And that specifies leak. It doesn't specify overestimations by Indiana American Water.
Well, I think we have to go by what we got set up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but of the estimate, but that was out of our hands, but it comes back into our hands now, and we've got to go by what we have on the books. That's my opinion.
So the books say leak is the last 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't say anything about somebody being misbilled.
Yes.
That's where my mind went, Dave, was whether it's, because if it was a leak, I completely agree with it being the water company overbilled them. But the flip side of that is how.
So that's when 3 months comes in, correct?
I mean, our code doesn't say the overbilling. It says it's connected to leaks, not to an wrong billing.
The ordinance was written to make people fix leaks in a timely manner.
Correct.
Because we had a lot of issuances where they would run for, 4 or 5 months before somebody get around to fix it.
Get around to fixing it whenever they chose.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's not really what happened here. So that's why I defer to you guys to make that decision.
What are you thinking, Brad?
So they were overbilled that whole
Yes.
entire time. So now are they getting a credit back from,
They got a credit back from Indiana American Water, yes.
so does that reflect on their sewer bill then?
Well, that's what they're asking, is for a
That's what
similar
that is.
adjustment on their sewer bill.
And that's what this is?
Yes.
This is a house?
Yes. 536 West Fifth Street.
36 West. Down from the firehouse.
Yep. So when it was recently, remodeled a couple years ago, it's dark gray, black roof.
Yeah.
They put dormers in the roof. It's the second house from Elm down there.
Yeah.
So they had a credit, but now they're asking for the same thing, basically.
They were on, ACH payment. The bill came out automatically. They didn't pay attention. At some point in time here, last month or two, they sit down and were reviewing bills or whatever else and realized, why was that so high back then? Then did the research and found out they were overestimated by Indiana American Water, and we billed according to those overestimates. So.
Well,
So their current bill is not, they're just getting a credit on whatever is due, so
How
their
many-
current bill is correct.
how long a period was that?
About 3 months.
3 months. Wow.
Currently, we'd be in the 3 months that's just after those 3 months, roughly, window-wise.
And billing a month behind, it's,
I'm kind of feeling like we ought to allow it since it wasn't they overcharged and now Indiana American made it correct with them and now it seems like we should too.
I guess the delay is what gets made, but
well, again, it's just somebody,
Yeah.
We want people to sign up for ACH, and if something you don't pay attention to, then,
I guess we can leave in place what we've got in place, but make an exception to this then. Is that what
I'm okay with that.
I just don't wanna
Set a
let this be an
precedent.
oncurring
Yep.
thing.
Yeah, but
Is that acceptable from a legal standpoint, Chris?
I would say so, yes.
at least they are diligent in paying because they
Mhm.
are,
ACH, yep.
yeah.
Especially since our ordinance doesn't specify this scenario, it's limited to the leak.
Leak estimate?
I would just hate to change the ordinance. I think we leave it in place and this is an exception to the.
Yeah.
And this is the first time
Yeah.
we changed the ordinance like 4 years ago, so it's the first time this has really come up.
Yeah.
Do you need to do that one separately from the other?
Probably because it was a special.
I
you
would
know.
make a motion, we go ahead and
Okay,
allow.
I'll second
Okay.
that.
Motion and a second to do Henry Perez's, 536 West Fifth Street adjustment. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, back to you, Derek.
The three following: Carla Dillingham, actually owner by Brad Barker, B2 Rentals, water line leaks, the attached invoice, etc. Water usage has returned to normal. Invoice from Bill Ford in Columbia, Indiana, $250 to fix the repaired water leak. Water line leaked from under the house into the soil. Jorvins, Thievenen,
Sure.
128 Stevens Drive, pool fill, 6,000 gallons, $55.10. Then we have Roberta and Michael Janes, spigot leak, fixed on 8/26/25 per attached statement, and water usage has returned to normal. As those three meet our criteria by not going down sanitary sewer, I would ask you to approve those 3 units there.
I'll make a motion to approve those 3.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second to approve the last 3. All those in favor signify with aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. You're no
No
late ones?
I was waiting for some late ones.
Yeah.
No late ones.
I kinda was too. Anything else, Mr. Bose?
That's all I have, thank you.
Okay, so I've got some late ones on my list here. First up, Spud Bank, would like to do the farmer's market lot on 9/11, 9/18, and 9/25 from 11 to 3 for a lunchtime, rush. Same as they've done before, no complaints that I'm aware of. Any questions on Spud Bank at Farmers Market Lot? Miss Lakin Eubank is the requester, by the way.
Motion to approve it.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next up, I do have a new food truck, correct, Mel? This is a brand new one? Okay. This is Brooke Pearson out of North Vernon Chug Soda Shop. They've got dirty sodas, lemonades, and energy drinks.
What? Dirty sodas?
Hang on, I'm going to read some more because there are no alcoholic beverages sold on said trailer because that's where my mind went when I heard dirty sodas. They have reviewed the city's ordinance and understand that they've got to do all the pieces. They are using the new form even if you want to go that far. We've got the health department inspection report. They have not been to the fire department yet. We've got color photos, a valid driver's license. We've got their sorry, I'm trying to get used to the new form. Okay, on the front it says no alcohol, and then it says we've got their ATF paperwork. Is that a mischeck, or does that mean that it was checked to note that we didn't have to have it? You remember, Mel?
No, there's no alcohol.
Okay.
Is that the question? Yeah, no.
Yeah. So, we are waiting on a few pieces, so this would be contingent on the general liability insurance coming in. We do not have that from them yet, unless it's in Mel's email right now.
She thought it would be here by then, by now, but I haven't got it yet, but she knows that.
So barring a fire inspection, we've got everything except their insurance form. So if we make a motion, it will need to be pending that last piece coming in.
Do they have to have that
And
done
fire,
right
yeah.
now? Is there a reason they want it passed now instead of waiting till they get everything?
I'm assuming that she wants to come over at some point in the next couple weeks is why she's on it now, but that's a guess, so.
But they still wouldn't be able to open until those two criterias have been met, correct?
Right.
Correct.
Okay, I'll make a motion to, pending the two inspections, to allow it.
Second.
Okay, I got a motion and a second to approve, pending. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye, all those opposed, same sign, motion carries. Okay, let's do anniversaries. Chris, will you hand me these here in a minute?
Sure will.
On your side. First up, it feels like just yesterday, this young man was standing in front of us in his suit and tie, preparing to grow his first fire department mustache. Admiral Ramsey come up, at least got a smile out of him today, that's exciting. Congratulations, sir, on 5 years of service.
What's his name? Ramsey. Adler.
Mark, just go stand over by January.
I will.
Yeah. Next up, I got 2 10-years. Well, I think only one of the 2 of them is here. I'm not seeing Matt Stuckwich anywhere. Or am I missing you? Okay, let's go to the other one then. Nick Hampton, 10 years at Seymour Fire Department. January, Mark. That was like
Right above her head.
yeah, I saw you. Bonuses to being tall. While we're on the fire department kick today, next up, this young man graduated from high school about the same time I did. Clay Hackman.
25 years?
25.
25?
25 years. So the floor is yours if you want to tell us the story.
Oh, he's got stories.
He's got him. It's Clay. He's got a few stories. On that same 25-year kick, the next up is Craig Flynn. Seriously, Craig, Clay, you guys have been around long enough. If you want to say anything, you're welcome to.
Clay does.
Sorry, Nick, I guess I could offer to you too at 10 years. And Adler already gave me the look, like, nope.
I don't want to step out of line.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you. January usually wants a group shot afterwards, so don't run right out the door. Wait for her to take a picture. Miscellaneous from the audience today. Eric?
Not asking for money.
Uh-oh.
No white shirts. Good morning.
No white shirts,
Eric
it's a
Rowe,
start.
Fire Chief. I've got a few things to talk about before, since the agenda came out. The first thing is I want to give an update on the training tower from the state. It's going to be delivered September 5th, and they're going to work through the weekend, and they're hoping to have it up by the 9th.
Okay.
So that's an update on it. The state has already scheduled their first burn class in it, and it's going to be held the 13th, 14th, and 15th. So if we do have a welcome ceremony sometime out there, it's probably going to be a little dirty and maybe paint burn off of it a few places. So, second of all, I want to announce that we're going to have our first annual SFD Little Hot Shot Challenge, and I'll let Marshall Gillespie talk about this or answer any questions on this.
Sure. So first of all, I'd like to thank the mayor for bringing this to us. Mayor, you went and witnessed this in Arkansas, is that right?
Yes, Conway, Arkansas.
Yeah, so Mayor Matt brought this back to the city and challenged us with the task of putting it together. And Chief Roll said, hey, Mark, can you do something with this? And together, Eric and Anthony and I have put this together. We're fortunate to have so many people at the firehouse who are so handy. We've built all of our own props and painted them, and it's going to be held on Saturday, October 4th of the Oktoberfest at 9 a.m. at Station 2, and we're going to request to close down the street.
That's going to be our request, yeah.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah. Because it's my understanding that the street's closed down anyway due to the parade, and isn't there a 5K or something that morning?
Now you're good.
So yeah, this is going to be held at 9 a.m. like I said on the 4th, and it's going to consist of kindergartners is going to be its own class, first and second graders is its own class, third and fourth graders, and we've also added fifth graders as its own class, and we're going to do a special needs division as well. And there's going to be 20 boys and 20 girls in each class. It's a limited capacity event. Working with January today and Tracy, I believe we're going to do Tuesday at noon signups, and Tracy is handling that for us to do an online signup. So that's what we're looking to do.
But you'll be done way before the parade, correct?
Yeah, I believe so, because we actually did a mock. We set it up yesterday at the firehouse, and my daughters came in and ran through it, and we did it 4 or 5 times, and each time they were around 40 seconds. So it's not going to take that long. And this is something we're going to try to build off of. This is our first year. We're kind of, putting it together in hopes of building on this. I know in other cities where it's been done, in Arkansas, in Conway, I've been in contact with their fire chief. They actually involve the school system. And the PE teacher at each elementary school, they do like heats. And then they come up with the top 10 kids from each school, top 20 kids from each school throughout the school year. And then they have some type of festival as well, or parade, and they do it the morning of there. So, and I don't know if that's something we're going to do, but we're starting with it like this, and we'll see how it works for Seymour. But it's going to be great, and I anticipate that it will fill up fast.
I would agree with that statement, and I'll ad-lib just a little, because watching not only your kids yesterday going by and seeing the firefighters out there testing equipment to make sure everything was working.
Yeah, I will say real quick, we did have 2 grown men firefighters go through this yesterday, and they may have had just as much fun as my kids did. So
that was
40 seconds?
I think they were a little slower.
Oh.
Yeah.
walking with a purpose, Darren.
You'll have to get your girls an application in a couple of years.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I so far the reaction I've seen just from those that have been involved, including the firefighters building the props, seems like there's been a lot of people that really jumped on board and got excited about this. So I'm excited to watch it Saturday morning of the fest, and can't wait to depending on the temperature, staying in the splash zone or not, so.
Yeah, and to go back on your question about the parade, that starts at noon or 1? Okay, so yeah, because we had initially talked about doing this at 10 or 11, and then we kind of backed it up to 9 and thought, let's be safe, and that way if we do have a gap, it's in our favor.
There's a lot of barricades and stuff for people to
Yeah.
try to navigate, so.
You will need room for a lot of people to park though.
Well, the parade route is the reverse route
Right.
still this year, so.
Oh,
we're gonna
gosh,
go
that's
Fifth,
right.
Walnut and end at Pine on Second.
People's gonna be bringing their kids there, they'll need to park somewhere, so.
Yes.
Well, the high school lot will be open as well, like it always is, so.
Yeah.
I think it'll all, logistically, I think we'll have bugs this year to work out, but I think it'll all turn out to be a good
If they wanna
event,
get there, they'll get there.
so.
Yep. With that being said, we are requesting we could close Second Street in front of Station 2 the morning of
October 4th.
October 4th.
I will make the motion pending one of you filling out the paper that Jane will hand you after the meeting.
Mark will be more than happy to do it.
You were talking about quarterbacking yesterday when I
Yeah.
talked to you, Mark. That's exactly how it's done.
If cars are coming down, will they be able to get up Bryant? Or that's pretty much in front of the firehouse, isn't it?
Yeah, Bryant, we was
Just
talking
block it
about
off back
setting
there.
ladder 1 up at the end of Bryant with the flag on it, what the event's going on.
So
Lee
also
Boulevard's
last,
about the last one, isn't it?
Kessler.
Kessler, yeah.
so last year also, Brad, that stretch was pretty much closed from 5K time on anyway,
Yeah.
so.
We're gonna make an announcement today on our social media page and the city as well.
Any other questions
I'd
before
make a
we?
motion to approve that, pending paperwork's filled out. Mark gets that done.
Yeah.
Mayor already did.
We've got motions, we've got seconds. How about all those in favors?
Aye.
Aye. Good job, guys.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Motion carries.
And
Any
the
other
third,
Eric still got more
third and final
miscellaneous.
thing I had brought up the last couple of days that I, after reading the city ordinance on open burning, I wanted to bring this to you guys for opinions or answer. Mr. Doug Baker from Foster Brothers contacted me. They're doing a project at Max Steel at the end of King Avenue. And I guess they did a project there a few years back. They cleared a lot of trees out and they left them and piled them up. And now they're wanting to build a new building there at Max Steel. Foster Brothers gave them 2 other estimates of hauling this stuff off. And the second estimate they got was to get a tub grinder in there and grind it all up. I guess that's fairly expensive. So they wanted Mr. Baker to reach out to me to see if they could burn it. I drove out by there, me and Assistant Chief Walker did yesterday, and it is a pretty good sized pile.
It's also probably the wrong wind direction for all those houses.
Yeah.
Near it.
Correct.
Brad, I'm looking at you when I think about this because I know we have allowed burning before, but usually it's
All the ones
not.
I allowed were kinda
Yeah, it's
outside,
not.
like Burkhart Boulevard and Vesely's Road and things like that.
It is, I can tell you it is fairly close to the neighborhoods, Pin Oak,
Yeah,
and the houses on King Avenue.
It's a pretty big pile too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm crazy about that, but
I think we're sending the wrong message if.
yeah,
we're opening up a can of worms that everybody wants to burn and we don't allow burning.
yeah. So
My
we can
advice
do an
would be-
official vote if you'd like, but I don't think it doesn't sound like the board's in favor,
Okay,
so.
that's all I got. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. Other miscellaneous? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Meeting adjourned. Enjoy your day.